Hello Pisces, welcome back to Glinda Good Tarot. I'm glad you are here. I'm going to be doing a traditional Celtic cross reading for January 10 through 20. I really like what that spread has to offer. Great placement and advice. And if you do like this, please actually subscribe. A subscriber who leaves a comment, I will be giving away this Animal Oracle deck. I ended up with extra. It's a long story. So in January, sometime soon, I'm going to randomly choose somebody who subscribes, who has left a comment to send that to. I will only ever need my one. So I've already shuffled what came flying out during that, and apparently it still just wants to fly everywhere, is Temperance. Okay, Pisces. So first message for January 10 through 20 is Temperance. And the way it took flight, I have to wonder, how are you doing, Pisces? Temperance is, of course, about, trying to find the middle way and have, moderation in all things on a surface level. But we'll come back to that and see how it relates. So let me cut these and we'll get started. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, January 10 through 20. Okay. All right. Your current position is the Seven of Wands. Okay. And what is challenging you right now is the Knight of Swords. You're ready, ready, ready. Okay. The Two of Wands, great, is in your subconscious, sort of the feelings under the feelings. Good, that's in the root. What's just passed is the Eight of Swords. Not knowing how things are going or how they're going to look. In your crown, you have the Lovers. So there is a choice to make. The Lovers isn't necessarily about love, although it can be. But it is really about making choices. So we'll speak to that. And what is coming up soon for you is the Seven of Swords. Okay. Couple of sevens. I like that. Lucky sevens. And the Seven of Swords coming up soon. It means you will employ a strategy. People have different things to say about it, but I really like the Seven of Swords. It's might be about getting away with something, but if it's you doing it, then I say yes all day long. Let's see here. How you want to source yourself is the Ten of Pentacles. It's a beautiful energy. That's your advice, a way to an asset of yours, a strength to carry. And then what's being shown to you externally is the Ace of Swords. So an environmental factor, the Ace of Swords is gorgeous. Anytime we have an ace in a read, this is a good thing. And then it looks like in your hopes and fears is something about resting, about retreating briefly in your hopes and fears. And for your outcome, it's the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, great. Well, that is a successful outcome. It may speak to a little bit of patience and hard work. Underlying everything is the Page of Cups. Okay, let me show you the Page of Cups. Yeah, so underneath it all is the Page of Cups, sort of as your overarching energy. And he's a really beautiful energy also. So there's just a couple of challenges here. And it looks like mostly it's past. It looks like your only major arcana here is the Lovers card. So nothing, major going on. That's good. And that is a high in your crown. Again, something about a choice, about all love in all forms, about peace and balance. I really like the Lovers card on our original deck because it's got the Archangel Raphael looking at this couple with love and compassion. It reminds us that there is, source love has its eyes upon us at all times, and to source yourself from that. The Two of Cups is far more about relationships. Gotta stop doing that. But it does seem like what is high in your mind is is about love, about balance, about peace, possibly about union, but certainly about choice. What's in your root is the Two of Wands, and that's about setting out on a journey. There is something new. There's some new movement, especially with the Page of Cups. You know, that's fresh, new movement, creative energy. So there is a desire for some movement. You know, in the original two, although I just felt like really using this gorgeous gilded tarot for you, Pisces, what's happening here is that he knows that there's, you know, the world is in his hand. There's something on the horizon that he wants to set out and head towards. Okay, and so I think that this is in your root. So it is kind of underlying everything too. And it's a beautiful energy with the Page of Cups, which is, you know, a lot of new, fresh, creative ideas. Your current energy, though, is in the Seven of Wands. And the Seven of Wands is taking a position from higher ground, but still it's a defensive position. It's a card of succeeding, but it's about holding your ground, maybe not conforming. You know, he's actually standing on a higher ground than his enemies, and he's fighting off, you know, these more lower base kind of people or instincts. But he does it successfully. So it seems like this is where your energy is currently. And what you just left, you know, was this terrible state of the unknown. This is a frustrating place to be. The Eight of Swords speaks to, you know, being blindfolded, unable to see, but there's also just plenty of resources around. There's 8 swords that she could use to unbind herself and cut the blindfold off. But it is a feeling of being stuck. So you've moved past this into a little bit more of a defensive position where you've got some more power and some control. But this, I have to say, was probably very frustrating in the beginning of January. Not knowing, not seeing. Where you're headed is the Seven of Swords, which is very nice, I think. The Seven of Swords can speak to manipulation and dishonesty, but really it's about using strategy to, you know, get what you want, to disarm people. So having a plan, using a good strategy. He actually has gone into an enemy camp and taken their swords so that they cannot war with him as successfully. So as a card of strategy and disarmament, I think that I find it to be very positive. It doesn't necessarily have to be liars, cheaters, and stealers, okay? And I tend to do tarot about you. So if this is your energy, I have to say that, you know, something occurs to you, you employ a good plan or a good strategy, and you will be moving ahead. How you're asked to source yourself, the only pentacles here is the 10 of Pentacles, which is the happiest, most complete, most prosperous. 10 of Pentacles is full success, legacy, you know, putting in effort now that, you know, will leave a great legacy for yourself, for others, maximum fulfillment. But you've got a couple of things here about working, like, you know, your outcome is this Knight of Pentacles, and he really is about steady work. He says, you know, don't try anything too wildly out of the box. Stick a little closer to what you know, and it will bring you success. I love, though, that you're being shown the Ace of Swords. Having swords in a read is always a positive sign. It's always a yes. Things are always working out. It's a successful card. The Ace of Swords. There's sharpness. There's clarity. There's certainly something new and fresh. Anytime we see an ace, we know that there's a new opportunity at hand. So what is being shown to you, you know, is an opportunity. What's in your environmental factors is an opportunity. So you're ready. Temperance. Interesting. You are really ready for something. Yeah, and you'll be invited towards, you know, balance, towards temperance. So you may be having some kind of desire to move on, to get on with it, take some bold action. But obviously Temperance, having made its presence known before we even got started, is saying that really, the middle way, and also between earth and spirit, between mind and body. So just find your middle way, find the balance. That's going to be your path. And I think that that's maybe what the Knight of Pentacles is saying too. The Four of Swords, in hopes and fears, is taking a rest and staying out of the fray. It's a time of rest, rejuvenation, reevaluation. He's gone into a sanctuary to take a break. So it seems like in your hopes and fears is you do probably want the break, right? Especially if you feel like, you've been in this kind of unable to see position just past, and then now you're in a position of knowing who you are, not conforming, staying true to yourself. This is so much about that. But you also may be ready for a break. But at the same time, there's a bit of fear, I think, because hopes and fears, that if you are to just refrain from being so heavily engaged for a little while, that maybe you won't get to where you want to go. But, I see our Ace of Pentacles, or Knight of Pentacles, is saying that you will get there. Knight of Pentacles is a very successful card. But again, a lot of heavy invitation towards steady, hard work, staying a little bit with what you know works. Okay, I always say that the other definition of insanity is to find something that works and then to stop doing it. So, again, you've got a great invitation to resource yourself from the Ten of Pentacles. Again, beautiful, successful legacy card, wealth, abundance, family togetherness, just overall success. Your Ace of Swords, I have to say again, is just so much. I think that in your face right now is the invitation towards clarity, personal power, victory. There's clarity, motivation. This can give you a bit of renewed energy, renewed motivation. And again, I just wonder if you're a bit in a hurry for this. I wonder why making choices is high in your crown. Or again, I think it could just be, that you're currently sourcing yourself with a knowing of love, of, the love of people around you, the love of source. That feels accurate to me. Continue to source yourself in that manner. The Page of Cups overarching everything too is the Page of Cups can often be about good news, but also some kind of renewed level of playfulness, some ideas, some creativity. He's all about new possibility. There's certainly an invitation not to be too sensitive when this page shows up. But generally, what a great, fresh, new, playful energy. It can also suggest, Page of Cups, a little bit, that your inner child wants to be seen, wants a little space to play. Things may have been very serious. And so I think there might be part of you that's interested in this as well. I think you're sourcing yourself in really positive ways, again, with this Lovers card, representing all love and source love, making choices from that place. Ace of Swords influencing you in such a good way. And again, the advice, very specifically set here, is to, know your legacy, know who you are, know you're abundant, know that you have put in some kind of good work that is going to lead to future success. And, paired with our Knight, I promise if you do, that it will. That putting in that time, that steadiness, staying true, try to stay temperate, that everything's going to work out. I think that's about it for you, Pisces. I don't know that I need to clarify this. A little patience on your part is going to get you to where you want to go. And just staying true to yourself seems to be the position that you're in right now. Coming right up is the Seven of Swords. Again, disarm them. I know you can, because, you know, my gosh, I love Pisces and they are so beautiful and charming and smart and creative. So, you know, just disarm them if you can. Thank you for being here. If you do like this, like, subscribe, leave a comment. I'm glad that you were here. I will see you at the end of January, and enjoy your mid-month.